sophomore here at Air Academy. I play baseball and I do Model UN. And this is my second year here in the Kadet Sports Live program.
And I'm Benjamin Blodgett here for the first time with Kadet Sports Live. I'm a senior at Air Academy here with at this basketball game. Very excited to see some good basketball played here today.
Yeah, let's get into this matchup. Air Academy 11-1, coming off a 2-game winning streak. They're trying to bounce back. They had a rough loss against Palmer Ridge. That's their one loss of the season, though. And DCC, they're 5-8. They've had a little bit of a rough season, and they're trying to also bounce back from a loss against Palmer Ridge.
Yeah, DCC is also looking to come back on this and get some practice reps in before going up against a pretty strong team they've got coming up with. Looks like they're going up against Lutheran in their next game. So looking to see some practice reps get in this game as they prepare for that to play one of the best teams in the state. So excited to see both the Thunder and the Cadets bring some good ball here.
Yeah, and Air Academy's assistant coach is actually DCC's head football coach, so there's a little bit of a rivalry in that too.
Yeah, it's super interesting. Both schools are close in proximity. You know, they play each other in nearly every sport almost every year, and so seeing where these teams add up against each other in different sports between the two schools is always great to see between our neighbor schools.
Yeah, it's always a pretty even match when DCC and Air Academy come together and play, except in baseball where they're a lot better than us.
Coming from the baseball player, I will add that it is pretty close when it comes to tennis. They're a great school for a lot of these sports, a competitive match, and it'll be good to see some of that competitive spirit between the two schools come in today.
Yeah, and going back to Air Academy, they're 11-1. They have mostly underclassmen on this team. They have one senior, Kinley Asp, who's kind of been carrying the team, but they have a lot of young talent.
Yeah, it's I believe that this season's going to be great for rebuilding, but come to speak of DCC, you know, we've got Adriana Gutierrez down there right now to talk to the DCC coach with hopefully some insight onto the team.
Oh, we're not going to go down there quite yet.
Oh, my apologies, everybody. Yeah, but DCC this season is looking to continue their trend of having a positive record, and now actually we're going to go down to the coach with Adriana Gutierrez.
Thanks, guys. I'm Adriana Gutierrez. I'm a senior, and it's my second year as a part of this program. And I'm so excited to be here on the Discovery Canyon sideline. I'm here with head coach of the girls, Coach Ossane. Coach, how are you today?
Great, thank you.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for talking with us. So your girls have persevered a lot this season, having gone through some tough matchups, and you've also been able to come up with some wins. How has that perseverance been able to shape your team and get ready for this matchup today?
Well, it's been a rebuilding year this year, and so we've worked really hard to bring that JV up to the varsity level and be ready to compete at that. So.
Sounds good. And what would you say this season are your biggest strengths, and how do you plan on implementing them against this Kadet team?
Basically team unity. They all really work well together, and they're all friends on the court and off the court. And so we hope we can pull that together to gel to come out there and play some good defense.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much, Coach. Sounds good, and we'll see you at halftime. You heard it, guys. It sounds like these Thunder girls are ready for a great matchup, so it's going to be a great game that you guys are tuning in today against the Cadets. Ben and Schmitty, back to you guys.
Thanks, Adriana. I think what Coach Albane said about team unity, that's really important. You got to know your teammates. You got to mesh with them. That's super important to be able to win games.
Yeah, it's also great to note that they've in this rebuilding year brought up a number of players who are going to be younger. They have looks like 4 juniors playing, and so going into next season, having a team with some very skilled upperclassmen might elevate their team to a level they haven't seen in a little while, as she talks about rebuilding a little bit this season.
Yeah, and they also have a lot of seniors this year, so it looks like next year might be a little bit of a rebuilding year too, as they have 6 seniors graduating this year and only 4 juniors on varsity.
Yeah, that's especially true with a lot of high school seasons, especially with basketball, is you have to take it as it comes when you have a skilled player, a talented player enter that pool. it's always great to see that they elevate that team into a new level, but it's difficult to find those talents at times.
Yeah, and even if you have a talented player, it's still important that you have those building blocks around them. You can't just have one really good player and nobody else. You need an entire team of good players to really be able to go far.
Especially in seasons like this where DCC will have some extremely competitive matchups, such as Air Academy. Speaking of right now,
Yeah, we're going to go down to Sophia Maddox with Coach Royko on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I'm Sophia Maddox. I'm a senior. I've been in the program about a year and a half now, and I absolutely love it. It's a little bit of deja vu for me right now because last season I got to sideline report a lot for these Lady Cadets and watch them do some amazing things, including going to the Coliseum and get to talk to Coach Royko all season. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to be talking to you again. So your girls have been on a great winning streak lately, only losing one game, making it 11-1. What is your biggest goal or strategy today to, go against a team where you're pretty highly favored? Are you planning to use Kinley Asp and just utilize her to the best of her ability, or get more of those second stringers on the court tonight?
I think every game we try to approach, we got to have the right mental attitude and their focus, and then you have to bring the energy. So hopefully they have the energy. So, regardless of who we play, we've always used the motto that you fear nobody, but you respect everyone. And so that's how we're going to approach tonight. We're going to try to get better. Every game you get better. We're working on some offensive schemes, some things, and we'll see how that works tonight. And we're excited for the opportunity.
I think that's a great way to play. That's a really good thing to be teaching all these young girls going into this sport. So my next question for you is, Kinley Asp is the only senior and upperclassman on this team, because you guys lost a lot of people last year. How have you seen some underclassmen step up into that leadership role during practice and games and things?
Well, it all starts with Kinley. Kinley's a great leader, and she's teaching the girls how to be a leader just by her actions on the floor and off the floor. So we're so fortunate to have her. And the other girls are young girls who most of them didn't play varsity at all last year. Grace was the exception, and everybody else was on JV. And they're growing up, with every game, and Kinley's there to show them how to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Coach. Good luck, and we'll see you at halftime. Yeah, of course. We're super excited to see how these cadets do tonight. We all know Kinley is a super hard hitter, but I'm excited to see how the underclassmen girls do tonight. Boys, take it away.
Yeah, you guys heard it here. Coach Royko and the team's mentality about all competition being good competition enhances this team, I believe, to an extent, allowing them to improve really to the fullest extent of their abilities every game.
Yeah, and what a great coach, or a great quote by Coach Royko there. Fear nobody but respect everybody. That's a great mentality to have. Even if a team looks like they're a lot better than you on paper, you can still beat them any day of the week.
And, you talk about that mentality in the sports world where upsets do happen. It's important to keep in mind that every game can be a competitive game, and recognizing that is something I think a lot of coaches and teams benefit from throughout Colorado and the rest of the sporting world.
Yeah, for sure. And going back to Kinley, she's the only senior on this team. She moved here in her junior year, so last year, and she was a pretty big part of that team as well. And it's just been great to see her grow as a player and as a leader on this team.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see Air Academy in the coming years as a lot of these underclassmen mature and grow up into older and more experienced athletes.
Yeah, and now we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem.
Demonstration of respect for those participating and watching
think that's the first band we've had play in a basketball game, the national anthem.
It might be, yeah. Great job from DCC's pep band there.
And now we're going to get into the starting lineup. So we have number 5, Caitlin Markley.
Coming on next, we've got Beatrice Dixon, number 12.
And then number 24, Blair Manzanares.
In the number 1 for the reserves, we have Izzy Ackerman.
And then number 4, Ramona Cole.
And then coming in at number 15, we have Delaney Peterson for DC.
And then number 22, Molly Eves.
Number 23 coming in, Shania Rumix.
And then number 25, Sloan Folieres.
Now the starters for tonight's contest. First for Air Academy, number 2, Kinley Asp.
Starting in for Air Academy, number 2, Kinley Asp.
Number 2, Dylan McComb.
And for Discovery Canyon, number 2, Dylan McComb.
Next for the Cadets, number 3.
Again, for the Cadets, we have number 3, and that is Grace Mooney.
And for DCC, we have number 5, Paisley Pogue.
Coming up for the Cadets, number 11, Olivia Andress.
And for DCC, number 12, Taylor McCann.
Next up for Air Academy, number 14, Naomi Johnson.
And for the Thunder, number 13, Simone Pruitt.
And then for the Cadets, we have number 33, Addison Reuter.
And for the Thunder, number 14, Elena Kirby.
That's your starting lineups for today.
Well, I think this will be a good game to watch. I think both teams are pretty good, even if DCC's record doesn't really show it.
Yeah, I think DCC has played some competitive matches against some great teams here in Colorado. And starting with these starting 5, it'll be great to see the square off between Air Academy's very young team versus a much more experienced DCC team.
Yeah, and on Air Academy, there are 4 underclassmen on the court right now. The lone senior is Kinley Asp, number 2 out there.
Yeah, a team composed of predominantly sophomores, 1 freshman and 1 senior, against a team composed of almost exclusively, if not exclusively, juniors and seniors from DCC.
And we're getting ready for the tip-off right now.
Looks like number 33 from Air Academy, Addison Reuter, will be squaring up against Paisley Pogue. Number 5, sorry about that, number 14, Elena Kirby from DCC. DCC will take the tip off. Pass from 12 to 2, 2 to 5. Tipped by Air Academy. Over to number 12, Taylor McCann. Tipped out of bounds. Air Academy's possession. Number 11, Olivia Andrews, will be throwing in to number 2, Kinley Asp.
And Kinley averages 23 points a game, so it'll be interesting to see in this game.
Thrown to Air Academy for the attempted layup from number 14, Naomi Johnson, but stolen, taken back down by DCC. Pass from 5, taking it up into the paint, shooting for that 2. And then taken back by number 2, Kinley Asp for Air Academy. Goes for the 3. And it doesn't go. But 14 from DCC, that's Elena Kirby. Throws it to 12. Back to 2, and then to number 5, Paisley Pogue. Over to 14, Elena Kirby, then to 13 for Simone Pruitt. Stolen by Air Academy, but tapped out of bounds by DCC's number 12, Taylor McCann. All right, that's number 14 from Air Academy, Naomi Johnson, throwing into number 2, Kinley Asp.
And it'll be interesting to see down in the paint as Air Academy runs mostly an open offense with not a lot of people down in the paint.
It'll be interesting to see, especially against a more mature team that might know how to exploit that weakness. All right, 13 taking it up the field for DCC. That's Simone Pruitt. Pass but intercepted by number 2, Kinley Asp. Taken up to number 11, Olivia Andres for the 2. Taken back by DCC. That is number 12, Taylor McCann, passing to 13, Simone Pruitt. And then to number 2, back to 5. Taken back by Kinley Asp.
That's her second rebound of the game.
Absolutely, she's a great rebounder, and I think that time to mature into a senior has definitely increased her rebound game, not only in skill, but just ability to be there and expect that rebound.
Yeah, for sure.
Put in bounds to,
And
it's back at DCC by number 5, Paisley Pogue. Currently number 12, Taylor McCann, taking it upfield, passes to number 13, and then to 5, back to 2. 5 taking it up the paint, knocked out of her hands by number 11 from Air Academy, Olivia Andres.
And that's Naomi Johnson's second steal of the game already.
On the rebound from number 3, Grace Mooney.
And another rebound by Grace Mooney. That's her second of this possession.
Yeah, this looking to be a high rebound game already. We've seen quite a few. Only in this first 2.5 minutes here.
Yeah, we've seen not a lot of points.
Put in number 14, Naomi Johnson, in the paint right now. Back to, that's Kinley Asp outside by the 3-point line. To number 2 again, Kinley Asp shoots for the 3. But that's tipped out by, I believe, DCC. Or no, Air Academy, apologies for that. Number 2, Dylan McComb will throw that in to number 12, Taylor McCann.
You see that backcourt defense by the Cadets is so good when they decide to press.
Yeah, that pressure being applied there it's a promising sign of talent coming in the next few years, especially from such a young team, to be able to apply that kind of defensive pressure when needed. Number 2 to number 12, Taylor McCann places it up the field, but stolen by Air Academy's very own 33, Addison Reuter. But no 2-pointer there. But that'll be thrown in by Olivia Andres. Goes to number 33, Addison Reuter, then to number 3, which is Grace Mooney. Back again to Naomi Johnson for the 2. Oh, apologies. I was missed that one there. All right. Number 12 from DCC passes to number 13, Simone Pruitt.
And you really see the defense is working here. It's been almost 4 minutes and only 2 points have been scored by the Cadets.
Absolutely. It's really going to show that these are two very defensively strong teams.
So we've seen a lot of steals, a couple of blocks.
That was Air Academy's number 2, Kinley Asp, for that 2-pointer.
And a great drive by her there, just to be able to get around the people and go up for that bucket.
Followed by another 2 by number 33, Addison Reuter from Air Academy.
That's her second steal of the game.
Yeah, keeping up that defensive pressure combined with a team that has some pretty serious offensive weapons, but DCC walks it up the court. Number 12 shoots for that three. That was Taylor McCann, but unfortunately misses. All right. And then good screen between number 2 and number 3, Grace Mooney and Kinley Asp right there.
You see her just driving into the paint yet again. She's
Getting-
so good at that.
Absolutely, and combining that with some offensive strategy devices such as screens to ensure that they make those points there. Tipped out of bounds right there. And Air Academy making some substitutions here. 11, Olivia Andrus comes out, and number 5, Caitlin Markley comes in.
And there was a timeout taken by DCC. It will be a 30-second timeout. So I think this game has really been a defensive battle. You see Air Academy's up by 8, but those are the only points that have been scored.
Absolutely, and to score 8 points in 5 total minutes is a showcase of just how defensively competent these two teams are. And it'll be interesting to see as the game continues to progress whether or not defense or offense will be the deciding factor of this game.
And I think DCC really needs to get their offense going. They've had trouble getting it out past the press and over half court, and then when they've done that, they've had trouble shooting.
Absolutely, but sometimes it's hard to tell this early in the games where nervousness might occur. Ball is picked up by Kinley Asp, but 2 does not make it. But all right, number 12 on DCC, Taylor McCann takes the ball, passes to number 2, but stolen by Kinley Asp.
That's her second steal of the game.
Shoots for the 3. Doesn't go, and DCC's 14, Elena Kirby gets the rebound.
That's her 3rd rebound of the game. She uses those long arms to get them.
And I believe that's a backcourt violation from DCC. Number 12, Taylor McCann, stumbles over the line.
And you don't usually see backcourt violations like that. She barely had her toes over the line.
Yeah, it's a close call at these sometimes, especially right at that line. But number 2, Kinley Asp, passes to number 5, Caitlin Markley. Back to Naomi Johnson, and then a screen with Kinley Asp pushing up into the paint, but back out into the three-point line for Grace Mooney. But the three-point is not good. Some other substitutions here. 13, 3, and 3 both coming out. And I believe 14 and 12, Beatrice Dixon, and 11, Olivia Andrus are in now. Stolen once again by Kinley Asp with a layup for 2.
That's her 3rd steal of the game already in this first quarter.
The pass is not good between Dylan McComb and I believe Taylor McCann. All right, Kinley Asp will take it up the court. Passes to number 14, Naomi Johnson. And then DCC will take that. Number 12, pushing up the court, Taylor McCann. Passes to number 22 for the 3, but it is not good.
And DCC has really had trouble shooting on offense. They keep taking three-pointers and they're not falling.
It's interesting to see, and I'm curious to see how their defense will have to adapt to Air Academy's competent offense. That's number 14, Naomi Johnson, taking it up towards the paint, but back to number 11, Olivia Andrus, with the attempted 3. Air Academy gets the rebound, but that's a foul from DCC's number 12, Taylor McCann.
And that's actually a jump ball.
Oh, apologies.
So it will be DCC ball. And a little bit of confusion there. It was actually the Kadets ball.
Yeah, and then number 3 in the paint, it looks like will be taking some throws at the free throw line. Or no, it's getting thrown in from number 5, Caitlin Markley.
And just over there by Beatrice Dixon.
All right, that's Ryan McCann taking it up for DCC. Shoots the 3, and that's Air Academy's Olivia Andres with the rebound. Five to number 3. Grace Mooney pushing it into the paint, comes back, but the shot is no good.
And you see, both teams have really had trouble shooting in this quarter.
Yeah, I think that might go back to, once again, the idea of this being a game of defenses, really. But Air Academy is able to get that ball back, push it up the court. And Air Academy's number 12, Beatrice Dixon, attempts the 2, no good. And DCC is pushing it back up the field, or court, apologies.
And that shot does not fall.
Air Academy's Caitlin Markley. And that's the first quarter, 10-0 for the Cadets.
We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with this.
Between number 2 and number 3.
Hey Ryan, what are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
And welcome back to Kadet Sports TV as we start this second quarter with the Cadets up 10-0.
DCC will start by bringing the ball up court. And that will be DCC's number 12. That's Taylor McCann throwing it in.
And that was a foul on 14, Naomi Johnson.
Throws to Ryan McCann, but stolen by Kinley Asp once again for a 2.
And she did step out, so that will not count. As she just barely stepped out and was not able to keep the ball in.
All right, back with Kinley Asp. Takes it to Mooney. Goes for the 2.
Gets her own
Rebound by Mooney, getting her own rebound. From Kinley Asp to Addison Reuter.
And that's an and one there. Great job getting into the paint. Not afraid to make contact there.
Digging deep in that offense, down in the paint on DCC's side of the field. And the free is good for Addison Reuter. And it looks like DCC here trying to get the ball past Air Academy's defense. And once again, Taylor McCann bringing it around the paint. Back to Taylor McCann. Shot for the 3. Rebounded by number 13, Simone Pruitt. And Simone Pruitt is going to take some free throws.
And that was a foul on number 24, Blaze Mandazares.
Free throw is good for DCC's first points on the board.
And it's usually not good when your first points are a minute into the second quarter.
Yeah, I think it's been an interesting first. This defensive pressure Air Academy has placed. It will be Kinley Asp once again taking the ball upfield or up court.
And really having trouble with that, Ben.
I'm used to watching some sports where they're played on grass, and that was Olivia Andres with that 3, I believe. Yeah. And then right there was DCC's Paisley Pogue with a quick 2 in the paint.
You see, DCC is so good at that fast break play. Coming back on offense, defense isn't quite ready.
It's possible that here we'll see some holes maybe poked in the Air Academy defense. Kinley Asp handling up. Will take some shots at the free throw line.
You see, she's so good at driving into people, getting that contact and getting that call so she can go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'd say that's certainly the sign of an experienced player, being able to apply that pressure in ways that can get you those and ones and twos.
She's already attempted 86 free throws this season in 12 games played.
And the first one is no good, but she's going to go for the second here. And that second does go, putting Air Academy up 17-4. Again, with that fast break kind of offense from Elena Kirby coming in up into that paint very quickly. And number 5 shoots, that's Paisley Pogue, but it doesn't go. Rebounded by Air Academy. Air Academy's Grace Mooney attempting the 2s. Rebounded a couple times, and here we see that Air Academy defense.
You see, Air Academy's been having a little bit of trouble too with getting their shots to fall. Grace Mooney has been uncharacteristically quiet today, as she hasn't scored any points.
Yeah, I think it's entirely possible that DCC has I believe, an undervalued defense because of the matchups that they've had, and they've played some competitive matches with this defense that I think might have some undervaluation.
Yeah, and they haven't let a lot of points get scored on them.
Thrown in, tipped by Air Academy, and shot for the 2 by DCC's Dylan McComb. Kinley Asp makes a fast break up the court. And DCC takes it off the second rebound. Number 2, Dylan McComb, pushing it up. And that's DCC's Elena Kirby, but rebounded. Kinley Asp here waiting for an opportunity for a good pass. Makes it 2, number 5, Caitlin Markley. And then it looks like Air Academy's 14, Naomi Johnson, will be taking some free throws. Here's a replay of that foul.
You see, Air Academy is so good at drawing that contact. You've seen it from so many of their players tonight.
Absolutely. It's an extension of their offense, I believe. And I'd be curious to know what kind of practice goes into, making sure that contact works out in your favor.
I think it's just important to have tough players that can take a hit.
All right, the free throws are not made, but taken by DCC's Elena Kirby, and it will be number 4, Ramona Cole, pushing it up. And then stolen by Kinley Asp once again to Caitlin Markley for the 2.
See, that fast break offense works both ways. You see the Kadets get it there.
Yeah, it's certainly a good strategy to have. 2 attempted by DCC's number 2, Dylan McComb, who is fouled and going to take, apologies.
And that was a jump ball there.
Jump ball. Oh. And it will be Air Academy's Naomi Johnson throwing it to Kinley Asp. With a screen there to Grace Mooney and then to Caitlin Markley. Grace Mooney once again pushing up, but it
As we have a little bit of obnoxious fans here right in front of us.
making some noise here, but yeah, it's Air Academy's Grace Mooney who will be taking these free throws.
Yeah, and Mooney is actually a part of Kadet Sports TV. She's commentated a couple games. She helps on the camera equipment. She's a great part of the news show as well.
Yeah, it's always awesome to see these athletes who are involved in broadcasting their own sports, but also other people's as well. Second free throw is good by Grace Mooney.
Her first point of the game.
And DCC's number 11 will take it up. Tipped by Kinley Asp, but taken back by DCC.
And there's another foul on Caitlin Markley. Oh, excuse me, that was her first foul.
But it will be DCC's Ramona Cole throwing it into 11, guarded by Addison Reuter. Stolen by Air Academy's Naomi Johnson, but guarded by 2 DCC players.
And number 11 on DCC, we don't have a name for her, but
Yeah, my apologies for that.
yeah, but she must be gassed. She played almost the entire JV game as well, so she's basically played an entire full game before this.
It's a great display of perseverance from her, though, to see a player who's just come off playing in a game, probably maybe a swing player here, who's shown some remarkable resilience and endurance playing through these two games today.
Yeah, and it helps to show the coaches that you can do that and you're able to play for almost 2 full games.
Absolutely, it's a great sign of a good player, a strong player, and especially a mentally resilient player. Kinley Asp passes to Naomi Johnson, back to Kinley Asp. Attempted 2, but that is blocked by DCC.
And Kirby's averaging 2 blocks a game, and that's already her second, and it's only the first half.
Yeah, again, it's DCC's defense is certainly nothing to be scoffed at, and it seems like they're going to be having a pretty strong game today. 3 made by Kinley Asp.
Yeah, she's already made 30 3-pointers this season.
Yeah, which is incredible, especially considering they've only played those 12 games.
And Asp took a little bit of a spill there, trying to get the ball and
Seems
get
to
in
be
bounds.
brushing it off. Air Academy's back on defense, 11 walking it up the field.
And there's a foul on Andress. Oh, excuse me, that was a jump ball.
And marching it up the court once again is Air Academy's offense.
And we have a little bit of confusion here as the refs are talking it out.
Yeah.
So we'll wait to hear what they say.
And it looks to be Air Academy's Olivia Andres taking some free throws.
Yes, because Air Academy is now in the bonus because DCC has 5 fouls, so she'll get to shoot 1 and 1. So if she makes this first one, she gets to shoot another one. If she doesn't make it, then they just rebound.
And it looks like some continued confusion here. Trying to figure out what exactly happened.
They must not get a bonus very much in high school girls basketball.
And it now looks like it will be thrown in, actually,
And
from
now
Olivia Andres.
That was not the bonus. The bonus is at 6 fouls, excuse me.
Oh. And Kinley Ass walking her way up after all that confusion. And goes for the 3. Rebounded by DCC's Dylan McComb. Brought up by Ryan McCann.
See, Air Academy is so good at causing that pressure and making DCC make mistakes. They've made so many already in this game.
And it looks like Air Academy's 14 is coming in. That is Naomi Johnson. Kinley Ass was attempted to, rebounded by, once again, Ryan McCann. And it looks like an attempted toss back in by Kinley Asp, but not quite in front of the line, and it'll be thrown in by Ryan McCann.
That's the second time she's been out by just a toe width there.
An attempted 3, and it's good from DCC's Elena Kirby.
And another block there by Kirby. That's her 3rd of the game.
I mean, she's doing great today, just making that 3 and then getting that block in a very quick consecutive manner. 3 attempted by DCC's Taylor McCann, brought up, and it is Air Academy's Olivia Andres for the 2. Current score is 9-25, 1:12 left in the second quarter. Apologies. And a rebound by Air Academy, Blair Monzeras, brought up the court by Kinley Asp for another 3.
And that bounced around the rim a couple of times before it went in.
Tedious, but, or not tedious, precarious, but sometimes that happens.
Or you get something like that and just completely missed.
It is going to be thrown in, it looks like, by DCC's Taylor McCann. To Ryan McCann. And a screen there. Brought back into the paint again for a 2 made by Taylor McCann. And there's 9 seconds on the clock. Asp Kinley with another 3. Or Kinley Asp. Whoa.
And she has a 30% three-point percentage, which is very good for high school basketball. So as we wrap up the first half, the Cadets are up 31-11. So it's been kind of a low-scoring game both ways. The Cadets defense has really shown out.
Yeah, I think both teams have shown out. It's been a physical game too. Absolutely, both teams with a number of fouls. Air Academy with 4 and the Thunder with 5. So It's been a very physical game out here today, and we've seen a number of fouls and free throws out here as they go into the locker rooms looking to either come up with a new game plan for that second half or talk about what they've been doing well.
Yeah, and I think some of the biggest points of this first half have been fouls by both teams and then rebounds. Air Academy has really been killing it on the rebounds. They've had so many more.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been plays that have been both, rebound after rebound, and then some of them have been nearly the opposite. All right.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here on the Air Academy sideline.
We're going to throw that down to Sophia with Coach Royko from Air Academy. Apologies about that.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here on the Air Academy sideline at the beginning of halftime. Coach, thank you for joining us. So you guys seemed a little off rhythm there, obviously putting up a bunch of points, doing really well. But what are you about to go say to them in the locker room to maybe get them back into motion, get them in the fluid of things?
Well, the biggest thing is we just got to finish. We missed a lot of shots inside, a lot of outside shots. It was nice to see we hit a couple threes there at the end. So yeah, just relax, put the ball in the hole. Defensively, we're doing great. Hold up to 11 points. That's good. And we just got to make sure, though, that we're playing hard on defense without fouling. So, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Coach. Yeah. Awesome. Well, you heard it here. Hopefully they can kind of get back into the swing of things, really work on that offense and finishing those plays. Back to you guys.
Yeah, despite being ahead, it looks like Coach Royko is going to maintain that idea that every game is a competitive game and we should strive to be our best.
Yeah, and now we're going to go to commercial break, so stick around for the second half and an interview with the DCC coach.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about personal finance. The first topic we're going to talk about is budgeting, right? Fun stuff. So when we talk about budgeting, what would we do with our first paycheck? How about you, Tadra?
Save.
Interesting.
Save all day.
Okay.
All I do is save.
Okay, looking for something a little different.
SAVE.
Okay, just like what we talked about.
I save everything.
Man, I freaking love Kadet tea.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe.
Bypass the seed and go straight into production.
Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
Hey, whoa. Use my razor? No. Really? No. I can? Nah, man, not me. So nobody touched my razor? The hair just got here all by itself? What's up, man? Alright.
We've been watching a lot of professional soccer recently so that we can get ready for the girls' upcoming season. It's been great, but there's been a bunch of injuries around the school recently.
Game last night. You guys are looking really good this season.
Yeah, that's great.
I should be it.
Oh, my ankle! Oh! 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 I'm not gonna be able to go to school for weeks. Oh my goodness.
So young, get up. He's fine.
Morning, girl.
You don't need the Charleston.
Hey Ryan, what are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Yo.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about personal finance. The first topic we're going to talk about is budgeting, right? Fun stuff. So when we talk about budgeting, what would we do with our first paycheck? How about you, Tadra?
Save.
Interesting.
Save all day.
Okay.
All I do is save.
Okay, looking for something a little different.
SAVE.
Okay, just like what we talked about.
I save everything.
Hey, Will. Use my razor? No. Really? No. I can? Nah, man, not me. So nobody touched my razor? The hair just got here all by itself? What's up, man? Alright.
Man, I freaking love Kadet tea.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe.
Bypass the seed and go straight into production.
Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Air Academy at DCC Women's Basketball. For anyone just tuning in now, welcome back everybody to Air Academy at DCC at this second half. And the current score for anyone just tuning in is the Thunder at 11 to the Air Academy Cadets at 31. And right off the bat, that is Air Academy's Addison Reuter for a 2.
Yeah, and you see another fast break there by the Cadets.
Yeah, you saw them out here, as Coach Royko said right before the half. They were working on their shooting, wanting to get even more, and that's Kinley Asp with another 2.
Clearly it has been working as they've made both of these shots that they've taken.
Absolutely, and sometimes even just a small amount of that conversation in the locker room can change the way a team plays, regardless of if they're winning or losing. And a 3 by Kinley Asp.
They came out of this half on fire.
Absolutely. I mean, I think they have 100% shooting right now, which is a bit ridiculous.
And DCC's coach has already taken a timeout less than a minute into this third quarter.
I mean, it's understandable. Air Academy put up a total of 7 in the first minute of the third period.
Yeah, and 5 of those were by Kinley Asp. She's really gotten her game back on.
And it's very interesting to see, I mean, what this offense can do, especially when they're on fire, when they're on this kind of streak. Because they weren't playing bad before this half, but it seems as if they've gotten a second wind and are performing excellent with it.
Yeah, DCC hasn't gotten a chance to breathe even. Air Academy's just been stealing the ball.
And of course, like, I mean, along with their defense being on fire, you have to take note of Air Academy's, or along with their offense being on fire, you have to take note of the Cadets' defense prohibiting any kind of scoring from DCC's team.
And a little bit of getting physical there by Air Academy.
I mean, it seems like neither team has been afraid thus far into the game to get physical, but that is the first foul of the second half.
Yeah, there have been a lot of fouls this game. Both teams really getting into it. And a kicking violation on Air Academy, so it will stay with the Thunder.
And it'll be Taylor McCann throwing it in. Goes long to Simone Pruitt, and then back to number 11. Passing around looking for that opening, and a 2 made by DCC's number 11. Again, unfortunately, we do not have her name on our rosters.
Yeah, she has played a really important part in this game, though. She's gotten a lot of minutes.
Absolutely, and she was playing before, as we discussed earlier, which is just truly a show of such endurance, and definitely a crucial component in this game right now.
Yes, there was another rebound by Kirby, really using
and
her
Taylor McCann goes for the 3, but rebounded by Air Academy. Way down into the paint for a 2 by Olivia Andrus.
Another fast break by Air Academy. Asp just chucked the ball all the way down the court.
Absolutely. And it's really interesting to see how their shooting has changed when they've favored this more fast break style. And it's number 11 from DCC who it looks like sends Kinley to the free throw line.
And you saw that steal on that last possession by DCC there. That was the second of the half by Naomi Johnson.
Yeah, it seems like their defense is still performing well, but Air Academy's offense is just on a tear at this time. That first free throw from Kinley App is good.
Yeah, she has a 74% free throw percentage this year.
Yeah, it's no wonder she has such an excellent free throw percentage, especially considering she's so excellent at getting physical contact in these games to work out in her favor. And DCC, it looks like, to be having a high passing offense, looking for open opportunities for scoring, and a 2 made by Simone Pruitt.
Air Academy's really moving the ball quick. They're getting the ball down court really quickly.
And then that 2 attempted by Air Academy's Grace Mooney, but goes out of bounds to be tossed in again by DCC's Taylor McCann. I'd be curious to know if during these the locker room chats they had at halftime, if part of the reason Air Academy is favoring a fast break and DCC is attempting a more slow burn style. That's a 2 made by Simone Pruitt.
And a foul, so she'll go to the line.
And I believe that's an and 1, correct? Yeah. And yeah, trying to poke holes and figure out the weaknesses where where the other team's defense has.
Yeah, and that is 3 fouls on Naomi Johnson, so she will go to the bench and sit for a little bit.
Rebounded but tipped out by Air Academy, and they'll throw it in actually.
So Kinley Asp, who's taking the ball down the court, has 23 points this game, which is more than half of the Cadets' total points.
Which is just truly such an incredible shooter and free throw. That's a 2 from Kinley Asp once again.
Make
and
that 25.
DCC throws it in, and it'll be Paisley Pogue taking it up the court with a pass to Elena Kirby for the 2, but it's not good.
And there's a foul on Markley there. And that will be her second.
I mean, certainly not a physically shy game.
There's a timeout taken by Air Academy here. Just trying to get a little bit more settled. They've had a couple of fouls this far.
Yeah, there's a fine line to be drawn, certainly, between being a physical team that's not afraid of that and a team that's going to be fouling out. And I don't think any of the players want to be in that position where they're fouling out and having to go take a seat for a moment.
And you see Coach Royko very intently talking to the Air Academy bench.
And it's similar for DCC. It looks like both the teams are maintaining a single unitary presence here in this third quarter, coming together, which is a great display to see from both teams.
And see, even though the Cadets are up 27, Coach Royko still wants them to push themselves.
I think that's his coaching is part of what makes the team so strong, and just this constant desire to not only be competitive, but be the best you can. And that first 3 is good. And the second is good. So Air Academy's Grace Mooney will pass it in to Kinley Asp. And it looks like they're going for a slower approach on this play. And that's that's Kinley Asp with the attempted 2. And Dylan McComb passes to Taylor McCann to take it up the court. Brings it in to Elena Kirby in the paint. And Kinley Asp breaks away with it, pushing up rapidly for a quick 2 here.
Kinley Asp has really just been carrying this game for the Cadets as she has so many of their points.
Absolutely, but I think offensively there's certainly notes to be taken from Kinley Asp here. I mean, on a great offensive tear. And all the players are making sure to support that.
And you see, the Thunder's three-point shooting has really struggled today. They haven't been able to make very many of them, if any.
In this second half, I've kind of noticed as well that it seems that DCC has tried to adapt to that. Maybe they're struggling with their threes today, so they've pushed further into the paint, I believe.
Another rebound by the Cadets as the Thunder can't convert.
Kinley Asp, it's tipped by DCC, but Air Academy gets it back. And that's Kinley Asp with another 3.
And that is 30 points for her on the day of this Kadet's 49.
Yeah, I mean, putting up some absurd numbers today. DCC here trying to find an opening, but it's rebounded by Asp, pushed up the field for a layup by the Kadets' own Beatrice Dixon.
And another fast break there by the Kadets. They're so good at that, just pushing the ball down the court.
Getting there before the defense can even arrive to stop the play.
And there was a foul on the Kadets there.
Yeah, Elena Kirby going to shoot some free throws here.
And I don't know exactly what that foul was for there. But that will put the Thunder into the bonus. With 2:42 left in this period, so that's a really big part of how the Thunder could come back.
Absolutely, getting those free throws, especially on these teams that are not afraid to be physical at all. And Air Academy making some substitutions here. And the second free throw is good. And Air Academy's number 11, Alea Andrus, trying for the 2. It's not good.
And that was out on Air Academy, so it will be DCC ball. Oh, excuse me, that was out on DCC.
Yeah.
So Kadet's ball.
There was a little bit of confusion there, certainly. But it's taken back by DCC.
Immediately stolen.
Yeah. Displaying some defensive prowess again here.
Yeah, you just wish they could show that a little more on offense.
Yeah, and especially like coming up with a way to defend those fast breaks that Air Academy has been doing so frequently in the second half.
Yeah, Air Academy has really turned up the pace of play from the first half, and it's really shown.
And
they've already almost doubled their point total from the first half.
Yeah, leading by 31 currently is Air Academy with 2:04 left in the half. And thrown in by Olivia Andrus for a 2 from Kinley Asp.
Another foul there on Kinley Asp, as she's so good at just drawing that contact. She's had so many free throws today because of that, as we watch that again.
Yeah, that bump there. And it's impressive to see how despite that kind of physical contact, she's still able to make those shots, getting those and ones. And the free throw is good to put Air Academy's total at 54.
There is a reason she's the best shooter on this team.
And it is DCC's Elena Kirby with a 2. And tossed out of bounds by Air Academy. It looks like that will be a DCC ball.
And they just overthrew it a little bit on that fast break. That hasn't happened a lot in this game.
Absolutely. And it's bound to happen if you're playing that fast break style, but it's interesting to see how they're going to progress forward and adapt to every new circumstance that enters this game. And a 3, but it is no good by DCC's Ryan McCann.
So again, DCC really struggling with three-point shooting. They haven't been able to make any of them tonight.
Yeah, they haven't been weak when it comes to being in the paint, on the other hand, making far more 2s, certainly.
And looks like a foul probably should have been called there, but wasn't. But it will be Kadet's ball as they went off DCC.
And a 2 made by Naomi Johnson.
a great inbound there. She was just wide open. Nobody knew she was there.
Absolutely. And it's a little bit of a break from what we've traditionally seen from DCC, especially when they get those inbounds from Air Academy, where they're all of their defensive presence is there.
You see another offensive mishap there by the Thunder.
And it's looking like it's going to be Air Academy's ball, maybe to round out this third period here, as Caitlin Markley marches it up the court. Goes for a pass, but stolen by DCC, as Taylor McCann marches it up the field, and DCC's Paisley Pogue makes the 2.
And Pogue is averaging 7 points a game, which is one of the higher
Again,
scorers
tipped
on
and
this
stolen by DCC. She tries to bounce it off of an Air Academy player, but it's stolen right back. And with 15 seconds-ish left on this clock, we'll see what Air Academy can do with this possession. Passing it around, searching for an opening. And it is Air Academy's Naomi Johnson who marches it in, going for the 3.
And a little bit of contact there
yeah.
again.
It seemed primarily incidental. Neither of them seemed enthused about that.
Yeah. They both just looked like they wanted to get away.
Yeah, but going into this fourth quarter here, 26 Thunder to 56, or 24, I don't know if I said 26, but to 56 Kadets.
Yeah, this Kadets team has really come out strong in this second half. They've had to make a couple of changes, like more fast breaks, but that's really shown. And they've been able to score a lot more.
And it's certainly not quiet over here. The band has been enthusiastically cheering on the home team, DCC, along with some of their sideline fans.
Yeah, and we are basically screaming here as we try to talk over the band and just be able to hear ourselves.
Certainly a spirited environment here at DCC.
Yeah, we're looking to get this fourth quarter back up. So the Thunder need 32 points in this fourth quarter, which is not looking likely for them.
Yeah, but once again, this is kind of running some practice as they compare against some pretty strong teams here. Their next match going against Lutheran, which is a very high-rated team in Colorado, much like Air Academy is. And that's Simone Pruitt at the at the free throw line for DCC. The first is good.
And that is the fourth foul on Naomi Johnson. So if she gets one more, she will be out of the game.
Which is a risk I don't believe Air Academy would like to take, considering even though they only have one quarter left. But taken back by DCC.
Yeah, every player matters for Air Academy here, as they only have 3 players on the bench, so not getting a lot of
And
reps.
stolen by Air Academy's Grace Mooney.
There have been a lot of mistakes like that for DCC. They've just had trouble passing the ball tonight.
And an attempted 3 by Air Academy's Grace Mooney, but it doesn't go.
And looks like a little bit of an off night for Mooney. She has a 31% three-point percentage, so usually makes a lot of those threes.
I will say it is admirable for all of these players to, even if they're not having a great night, continue to strive for those shots they may be struggling with. But Grace Mooney once again takes back that ball.
Yeah, she's really been making up for it on defense, as she's had a lot of steals, blocks, stuff like that, just getting in the game.
And while she may not be having the strongest game offensively right now, not making as many threes as she may like, she's certainly showing her prowess as a well-rounded player. But that is stolen by DCC's number 22, who we unfortunately also do not have the name of. Air Academy playing that fast break, a 2 made by Addison Reuter.
And you see Mooney getting back there on defense again, messed with that play and made her not make it.
And the 2 attempted by Simone Pruitt does not go.
Blocked by Mooney, so she's really getting into this defensively.
Absolutely. And Olivia Andres makes that, I believe that was a 2? Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing to see because Air Academy absolutely, that defense and offense are both essential for the play style they're going for, needing to make those 3s and 2s, but also needing the defense to be able to make those fast breaks happen. As Mooney, or Kinley Asp once again pushes up the court.
And gets fouled again. That's the 4th or 5th foul that she's drawn tonight.
It's a testament almost to how incredible she is at making sure that physical contact works out for you to be able to draw so many fouls without ever having fouled out yourself. Sorry, getting a bit loud there.
Yeah, very loud in our headphones.
And that first free throw is good.
And was that a technical foul there? No, it was not a technical foul, excuse me. Oh, it was a technical foul, so Asp got to shoot 2 and the Kadets are getting the ball back. I don't know what exactly the ref saw there that would make it such a flagrant foul.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it watching that offensive playmaking, but certainly that foul drawing of the Air Academy team and a 3 attempted by Naomi Johnson, another one of Air Academy's younger players. But DCC marches up into the paint, and I believe that will be a foul on Paisley Pogue, taking that, or on Grace Mooney. And Paisley Pogue will be shooting those free throws. Apologies.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of a bad foul as you just saw the instant replay there. Kind of just threw her to the floor.
Yeah, and great perseverance to be able to recover from that and make those free throws despite the pressure that happens when you're at that line. And the second one is also good, putting the Thunder at 27.
So Air Academy now has 2 players on the court with 4 fouls, Naomi Johnson and Addison Reuter.
And stolen by DCC as they make that fast break. And the 2 by Paisley Pogue off that fast break is good.
And a great job not fouling there by Andrews as she knows she was getting beat and just decided to not give them another point.
And it's going back and forth here. DCC marching back up, looking for that opening again, trying to compensate for Air Academy's defense here.
And a little bit of a scramble on the ground, and
yeah.
It's called a travel on DCC.
And it looks like your predictions are not too far off today.
Yeah, 64 to 43 was my prediction. DCC's just scored a little bit less.
Yeah, coming up on that 30 mark, I'm pretty confident they'll make that 30-point happen, but Air Academy's back up on this offensive strip, and looks like
another foul there on DCC. That was number 3, Ryan McCann.
And Caitlin Markley will throw that into Kinley Asp. Taken by DCC for a brief moment, but stolen right back by Air Academy. And once again, looking for that opening, trying to avoid some offensive or defensive pressure here. Caitlin Markley shoots for the 3, but it's no good.
And it is getting a little physical here in the last couple minutes, as there's been a little bit of bumping going on off the ball.
Absolutely, and we've seen it taken to the ground a few times in this latter half, and neither of the teams are certainly afraid to take that game to a physical level.
No, they're both still playing like it's 0-0.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how much of that factors into that philosophy both teams really have brought, which is that despite how the teams are doing, despite who's favored, every play counts. And I think that shows in just how much it seems that all of the players on the court want it today.
Yeah, for sure. As Coach Royko said, like, you can't just give up in the middle of a game.
And a 2-shot from Air Academy's Olivia Andres is no good.
And it is now a running clock for Air Academy, so they're up by enough that they're just going to run the end of this game out.
And Kinley Asp is currently on the bench taking some rest after going on such a tear throughout this game. Oh, and it's taken to the ground once again. And it looks like Air Academy's Beatrice Dixon will be taking it back.
And so that actually was a foul on DCC, so Dixon will get to shoot too.
Yeah. And once again, another display of just how good this Air Academy team is at drawing that physical contact to them. Although hopefully most of the time it is not as extreme as being taken to the ground. And that second free throw is good. And DCC's Ramona Cole will walk it up court. And number 11 is back in after a brief stint on the bench, it seems.
Yeah, just really showing that she's conditioned enough to play 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. And it also goes to show just how much a player cares about this game, to go through not only 2 games, but face some hardship. It's a frustrating experience to foul out, and then to come back and still play is very admirable. And missed pass by Air Academy there. But DCC will take it up the field, or
So,
court.
Man, you cannot
It's like
say
4
court.
times today, huh? Maybe more.
It's been a lot more than that. So we'll finish out these last 30 seconds of the game with Air Academy as the winners.
Yeah, but still displaying that kind of drive to continue to make every point count. Going on that offense again, but it's stolen by DCC.
And DCC really hasn't given up. They're still stealing the ball. They're still making plays.
Yeah, and I really do think that, I mean, despite how the game has gone, they show that they're great players. They have a strong defense for certain.
And the Cadets are the winners with a final score of 64-29. So my prediction for the Cadets, spot on. DCC scored a little bit less than I was predicting, but that's okay. The Cadets still win.
I mean, I made an incorrect prediction, and they would get to that 30, but yeah, the predictions here.
Yeah, and now we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with interviews with Coach Royko and our player of the game, Olivia Andres.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about personal finance. The first topic we're going to talk about is budgeting, right? Fun stuff. So when we talk about budgeting, what would we do with our first paycheck? How about you, Tadra?
Save.
Interesting.
Save all day.
Okay.
All I do is save.
Okay, looking for something a little different.
SAVE.
Okay, just like what we talked about.
I save everything.
Use my razor? No. Really? No. I can? Nah, man, not me. So nobody touched my razor? The hair just got here all by itself? What's up, man? Alright.
Man, I freaking love Kadet tea.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet tea.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe.
Bypass the seed and go straight into production.
Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
We've been watching a lot of professional soccer recently so that we can get ready for the girls' upcoming season. It's been great, but there's been a bunch of injuries around the school recently.
Game last night. You guys are looking really good this season.
Down street.
I should be it.
Oh, my ankle! Oh! 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 I'm not gonna be able to go to school for weeks. Oh my goodness.
So young, get up. He's fine.
Party, girl!
You don't need the Charleston.
Welcome back to the Kadet Sports TV post-game show as we wrap this up with Air Academy winning the game 64-29.
Yeah, it was definitely a great game offensively and defensively, especially in the first half. We saw both teams' defenses taking off, holding certain teams to some limited scoring, and both teams definitely acting with that fast break style of offense, which proved to be very effective this game.
Yeah, both teams had a little bit of trouble scoring in the first half, but the Cadets really picked that up in the second half and really just outran the Thunder.
Absolutely, you know, showing both physical and shooting and defensive prowess, allowing them to elevate their score, leading by more than 30 points this game.
Yeah, and a big part of that was Kinley Asp. She had over 30 points in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly Air Academy's most effective shooter, and definitely proving herself to be a great player as she does time and time again.
Yeah, and now we're going to go down to an interview with our sideline reporter Sophia and Beatrice Dixon and Olivia Andrus.
Thanks, guys. I'm Sophia Maddox here on the Air Academy bench, and we are so excited that our Cadets came away with a win today. We have Livy, who is our player of the game, and then Beats, who is a point guard, right? Okay, and we're super excited to have them. They're going to give us a little bit of insight on how the game went. All right, Livy, what do you feel contributed the most to your guys' win tonight?
I think our energy was like really high, and we played as a team, so we made the extra pass, and we always just got open shots, and we just really played as a team tonight.
Awesome, thank you so much. All right, Beats, what do you love most about playing with the Cadets?
I love our spirit. We're always so encouraging to each other. They always push me to work harder, and they're just such a great group.
Awesome, thank you girls so much, congrats. Thanks guys so much. We're super excited that the Cadets were able to pull away with the win and played a lot better the second half. Boys, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you heard it from both Coach Royko at the start of the game and these players at the end of the game that the spirit of the Air Academy team and that relentless pursuit of competitiveness is part of what makes this team so strong, allowing them to continue performing well even when stakes are high or when other teams might not perform as well.
Yeah, and it's so important because a team that's together and united in their play style they can beat a team any day of the week that's better than them skills-wise, but isn't necessarily better than them as a team. Like, they play as individuals, not as a team.
Yeah, absolutely, and we definitely saw that today where Grace Mooney may not have been performing as she might have liked offensively, but certainly put in the work defensively to ensure that their team came away with that win.
Yeah, and this Saturday, January 24th, we're going to have a joint hockey live stream down at the Broadmoor World Arena with Rampart, and it'll start at 5 p.m.
Yeah, and this live stream will be another great opportunity to not only see some stunning athletics, but also witness some camaraderie that the teams seem to have a theme of this season.
Yeah, and then we have a little bit of a busy schedule. So next Wednesday we have boys basketball, and it's at 6 p.m.
And we'll be there for both of those games. The Air Academy Sports Live, delivering you some quality entertainment here today.
Yeah, and so we'll check in with you on this Saturday, the 24th.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you at the next one.